set up deer fighting OBS will initiate inebriation. Cheers your green screen dress. The green screen dress to celebrate St. Pat. The green screen dress, your chroma keys like that. The green dress, oh, let's let the brew. Toast the green screen dress, cheers to neon you. Neon you. The green screen dress. The green screen dress. Neon you. The green screen dress. The green screen dress. The green screen dress. The green screen dress. One evening as the sun went down and our cooking coals were glowing, down the path came a party hiking. And they said, folks, we're all going. We're yearning for a portal far away in a tavern full of shouting. So join us, friends, and let's descend deep into Undermountain. Deep into Undermountain. There run dungeons hot and cold, where the monsters surge and pushes, and the youngest runes are old. Where the mimics all lie waiting, and the goblin werebats roost. All the wisps and wasps and the mezzo lost, the hidden pit where we'll all plummet deep into Undermountain. Deep into Undermountain, all our blades will sing like choirs, as our arrows strike like drum beats, and our green flame pops and pyres. Our barbarian will stomp a brood as the rogues dance shadow play. Oh, we're sworn to go at a great tempo. We'll chant our spells as we now delve deep into Undermountain. Deep into Undermountain, you'll always find new gear, and your old mundane accoutrement can be handed down, don't fear. The magic items you'll attune and the artifacts you'll find. There's armor with gems and weird potions and a propeller hat that lets you ascend deep into Undermountain. Deep into Undermountain, the mad wizard stood gates so folks can open portals. He left clues to activate. He has a thing for puzzles and he likes to throw his voice. We're going to delve to where he dwells, to the lowest tower, to seek his power deep into Undermountain. I'll see you there, the lowest lair, deep into Undermountain. The summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how did it get so late? Down and dream. Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and dream. Let your mind flow downstream. Sprawled out in a moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream. Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
That's us. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. And today, or tonight, y'all are my live streaming audience. I saw the sun starting to rise and my brain switched to today mode. I was like, what's that over there? Is that the sun? Is it rising? Triforce says, hey, Joe, how you feeling? Pretty good on the whole. I had kind of a hectic day. One of those days where it's like, right at dinner time, I was like, okay, daughter, you eat dinner, but we have to drive somewhere right after, so I can't eat dinner. I will eat a Red Bull. So my schedule is kind of all off today. But it was mostly hectic for good reasons. A lot of stuff got done. I'm very excited about that. The sun has set in Nashville. It was cool that our glow trees, we got to see those while the stream started there. Those are coming in pretty well. This is a little bit of a tech stream because I changed some hardware on my computer. I had to run to the store last minute to swap out some parts, which is why I ate dinner at the wrong time. But I did eat dinner, so don't be like, Joe, you got to eat dinner now. I have eaten dinner, just not at the normal time, and I ate a Red Bull as well, which is why my sun drop is actually mostly lemonade right now because I don't need that much sun drop. But the carbonation is still nice. Okay. So, also, yeah, sun drop. You can use it to cut lemonade, too. It makes anything taste better. Before we get too far in, I did want to say, I saw it was Gracious's birthday today. So, before we get too into it, Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a Gracious. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Y muchas más. So let's see, what else is going on? Emerald Storm says, wait, Sundrop mixes with lemonade. Sundrop mixes with everything. But yeah, it's a grapefruit drink, so you mix it with any citrus. You can use it with orange juice. It's great. Firestar says, try to start a war with Grian. I don't want to start a war with Grian. Grian just set up the new, what do you call it? The new thing, the prank war thing. I need to go draw my name out of that hat. That was one of the things I was gonna do today. He actually didn't give us the all clear yet. So he said to wait until everybody told him that they had signed up who wanted to sign up. So there might be one or two people that still needs to record putting their names in the hats here. How many people are in the hopper? 5? Ooh. Okay, so that means 1 plus 5, that's 6. That's 15 hermits. 15 hermits. That is going to be fun, but I'm not allowed to draw a name yet. So that's fine. I'm not going to. Not gonna draw a name. Not gonna draw a name. Does the video look okay computer-wise? Is this coming through okay? Because like I said, I had to swap out some things in the computer last minute. But yeah, grapefruit. Yeah, Sundrop mix is great with anything, except for grapefruit-sensitive medications. Okay. Howdy, Scar. People are saying looks good to me. Okay, I messed with some mods today. So we've got the sodium graphics mod working. It was having some sort of weird conflict with, what do you call it? It was having some sort of weird conflict with replay mod. And so I think I fixed that. I spent a lot of time looking on behind-the-scenes mod stuff today. So I've tweaked some of the software and I've tweaked some of the hardware. If we press F3 here, you'll see that when we look at the village over this way, we are getting 75, 68 frames a second looking over towards Scars. And when we look out toward the general area that way, it goes up to like 110 frames a second. 95, 88. Now we only need 60 frames a second. Somebody says you gotta have the specific sodium fork that works with replay mod. Yeah, apparently. But as you can see, 0.40 alpha 6 plus replay mod rev B. That's looking pretty good. Scar did so good in MCC today. It was really fun to watch his POV. I didn't catch it, but I am glad that other people did. So, somebody says I either have a halo or a potato. Oh yeah, sorry, I had the potato in my thing there. Yep. So the eagle-eyed fans might see other information in there, so you can see which part of my computer did I swap out today. Welcome, Sammy Higgins. Okay. It still says setting up now. Oh, yeah. Well, we need to go through our checklist before we can take that down. So let's go ahead and play When Will My Stream Begin?
p.m. the usual streaming setup. Turn on the lights, make sure they're bright and gleam. Title, tweet, pour water, tank top, and chroma. OBS seems all set, so I click start the stream, and so I'll pause, fold in, and open VLC. I'll pick 2 songs before, lay your head down and dream. I'll say that's us to y'all, Joe Hills from Tennessee. Folks asking when will my stream begin? After howdy, it's items and chest tools breaking. Pickaxe when proof while talking to you professional Minecrafter here, there's no mistaking. So I'll click crafting quick and real time enchant pick, then I'll replace the books in random chests with care. I'll tour my winery, I'm sure there's blocks somewhere, and then I'll hush and hush and hush and hush chat swear. Not any closer to recording. Folks keep asking and asking and asking and asking, when will my stream begin? Seriously, y'all, I need to record this next episode I've been working toward. I can't edit without footage, no. Once I'm all geared up, maybe we can start the show.
So there we go. We can take down that setting up now sign. While we were playing that song, I actually did a test recording of me flying around, because I had some test footage of me flying around this area that I did before I swapped out the graphics card. And I just want to see, because I actually haven't had a chance to test it yet. I got it operating and the drivers installed. Oh no. I got the what do you call it working? I got the card working right as it was basically time to start the stream. So I'm hoping that my OBS settings and everything are actually good, but the recording that I just made came out way higher quality than the one that I did before the swap. So, yeah. So thank you all so much for your support, especially so folks who showed up for the Hermitcraft stream weekend were very generous when I mentioned I had an upcoming graphics card purchase. I was like, oh, these cards, they've been unavailable forever. One day I'll get one. And people are like, Joe, they actually are just finally dropping in price. You can finally order them from the actual manufacturer for close to MSRP. And here's some money. Have some money to buy a card at nearly MSRP which has been impossible for like 2 years. So, yeah, I took that money and I took that advice, and lo and behold, I was able to order a card at a reasonable price, which I am very excited about. Now, it's still expensive, but like, it's a high-end professional tool. High-end professional tools are expensive. It wasn't gouging, you know? So, thank you all so much who have been supporting the show over the last few years for allowing me to have the confidence to spend money on these things. Now, this is not an advertisement for a particular brand because they are not paying me. Y'all are paying me. So I want to say thank you to y'all. But yeah, I know, graphics cards. They used to be available for sale. Now they're available for sale again. So what happened was, the big thing that held me up was, when I started to install the card, I realized I didn't have the box with the power cables that came with my power supply anymore. So I had to go out to the shop and grab some power cables. Luckily, I was able to get those and get this working. Yeah, Emerald Storm says, my husband was looking at buying one, but a house is more pressing. Well, I'm locked into my lease for another 12 months at least, so yeah. Hopefully, I don't know if the stream, if there's any difference in the stream quality. The recording quality is way higher. The stream quality might look the same. Blue Chip says, "Can I ask why you often base with Cleo?" I only did that one season, but because we thought it would be fun. Like, is the stream any higher quality than usual? Like, I haven't gone through and tweaked all the OBS settings yet, so I might be able to turn some things up that I haven't. But like, if Razor Random, yeah, I've got a 850 watt power supply. P. Marenkak says, one thing I noticed was the stream stopped and started a few times for me. That might be because it might be too much data. Blue Chip says it's higher quality. Super Tabine says, I'm definitely noticing a difference. There's going to be a huge difference in the YouTube encoding, in the YouTube recording version. Centauratron says it seems smoother. Yeah. The big advantage is it's not a dying card from 2016 anymore. And Devin Crotty says if you can find a field of wheat to harvest, we could see if it does the same pixely thing it did last season. That's a great suggestion. Yeah, so people who aren't already watching on max resolution and stuff wouldn't see a difference, probably. Think I could go ray tracing as well. I don't think there's ray tracing in Java. Can we see the map well? Well, we're actually going to test the wheat field thing. As Devin Crotty suggested. So let's go ahead and dump some of this stuff in here so we can free up some storage. Oh, wait, I always forget that I can just put things in this box. Ooh, or in this box. Dirt. Dirt for hermits. Dirt. Dirt for anyone who needs it. Dirt. Okay. So let's try this. Let's go ahead and try punching in the wheat field. Wheat field seem okay? Dirt for hermits who like dirt. Now I'm punching the wheat. We'll have to go get this out of there. Is it Friday or Saturday? I don't know. It depends where you live. Blue Chip says that lowered the quality a lot. Yeah, probably did. That's why we were checking it. Quality dropped, but it might be a network compression thing. So it's still got a little pixely. Okay. Better than last season, but still oof. Okay, so people are saying that might be the Twitch encoder. Got it. No face cam. I'm down here in slot 9. Face camera expands when we hit certain tipping milestones. We are 20 away from the first tipping milestone. Oh no, where's the abacus? This entire room is also a disaster area because I was trying to find my box of power supply cables. Where is the abacus? Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. That's not ideal. So the computer tower is actually on my desk, so we might also have some additional fan noise because it normally would be under the desk. But since it's on the desk, I can hold up the mirror and then you can see it. Okay. Boy, this is a whole thing. Everything right now is a whole thing. Okay, so yeah, let's get some of these wheat seeds out. Magenta Avocado says, I've been thinking of getting an upgrade myself due to the price drop. Yeah, I mean, if you can do it, I'd do it. Like, I mean, I was trying to get as much as I could out of the current card, but it was definitely on its last legs. So like I said, mine was from 2016. It was time to replace it. Room 219B says, how's the graphics card supposed to affect stream quality? Because it can encode video with... So, okay, if you think about a bitrate target. I might say, hey, try to encode the video at 4,500 kilobits a second and use as much compression as you can to do that live, so that we don't get how many compression passes can you run in the amount of time that is acceptable for a live show? And if it can run more compression passes, then it'll use 4,500 kilobits a second better. Encoding video is a lot more expensive than decoding video. So most of the stuff for my brother's move is going to be tomorrow. Yeah. So I don't have a lot to say about that yet. So, yeah. Basically, I can send Twitch data at 45 kilobits or 4,500 kilobits a second, but it will be more data because it's been more compressed. Like, the bandwidth amount that Twitch allots me is based on whatever I can compress my footage down to. So, yeah. That boy says 2016 is old. It is for video encoding hardware. Greetings to Poland, Cold Steelman. 2 generations of improvements in the video encoding hardware really do add up in terms of quality. So I haven't actually gotten too aggressive with the changes I could make to the encoding quality on the stream, but I could theoretically push it harder than I'm pushing it now. Since this is the first stream, though, since I got the hardware in, I don't even have the case closed yet. The case is like sitting sideways on my desk. Like I said, I could hold the mirror up and you'd be able to see it, except for the fact the camera's still small. But that's fine. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. I got one of the NVIDIA 30 series. They all have basically comparable NVENC encoders, which is the hardware video encoder is basically going to have the same performance across all 3 chips. Now, for compositing, which is when you have multiple layers over top of each other in OBS or whatever, you might want more VRAM. So if you're doing a stream with minimal compositing, you don't care about how much VRAM you're using. For me, I do a lot of compositing, so I might want more, especially if I want to be able to future-proof my stream to stream it in 4K or something down the line. Which we're not there yet, but since I had my last card for 6 years, I have to ask myself, like, hey, in 3 years, am I going to want to be streaming at 1440p or 4K? Maybe. So, good to have the option open. I also do some VR streams, and having a higher performance card actually would matter for VR experiences a lot differently. Okay. Okay, we'll just put that there. I had a 1080 Founders Edition, which was the very first 1080 that came off the line in 2016. And it was just starting to die. Like, some of the ports weren't working anymore. It just kind of seemed like it wasn't working properly in certain ways at times, where it's like, is this... Maybe it's fine. I was just trying to get as much life out of it as I could before I replaced it. But yeah. I'm looking at, like, the GPU usage. So, like, video encode right now is only running at 26%. If I start the recording, it jumps to 50%, which means I could actually probably set the encoder settings a little bit higher without choking the card. Right now we're not using too much VRAM. So yeah, we're doing good on the whole. Alrighty, have a good night, Beth Ann. Whew. I really need to actually do some work over here, but like my brain is kind of fried from all the hardware stuff. It seems like PCIe 3 versus 4 is only like a 1% quality difference with the 3080 cards. It's not going to kill you if you got an older motherboard. But yeah, this motherboard can support PCIe 4. Yeah, the card itself is like continuously glowing like a rainbow. I'm not sure what to do about that. I'll worry about that later. What's going on with those trees? Oh yeah, that's part of my landscaping. These trees are like dying. Ooh, dying trees. At 93 frames a second when I look toward the city, and 120 frames a second when I look there. I also replaced the trunks with like basalt and dripstone and stuff. Okay. Oh, okay. I gotta turn off the ring light I had set up as a shop light for the computer case. And it's just too bright. Like, I'm looking at it at a weird angle, and it's, like, overwhelming me. Okay. Okay. There we go. It's like, my eyes are hurting. Yeah, so if you want to see the glow tree texture at night, why don't we head over to the top of, like, Scar's tree and let the sun set, and then we'll fly on back. I see Cub has Loki horns now. That's not terrifying. Okay, so you can actually see... I don't have a zoom or anything on this, but you can kind of see how the trees are, like, self-lit. Oh, it says yak horns from MCC earlier. Cool, cool, cool. Do I have any ideas for the prank thing? I'm not going to be talking about that on stream because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. But yeah, as you can see, we got some lit up areas here. We got some dark areas. Gigapies. We got an eagle. We got a riverboat. Then over there in my area, those trees actually are lit up in an interesting way. Which I think is cool. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, once the computer goes under my desk, I won't be able to see the rainbow lights. For right now, because the computer is directly next to me, like, with all the fans, like, blowing on me. I'm like, at least they're not blowing into the microphone, but, like, like, this arm over here is getting all the air from the computer. It's weird. Hey, KZ, welcome. Yeah, happy Saturday. Glad you could be here. Am I going to do the interior of the boat? Oh, I didn't make the boat, so no. Unless that's like an open invite. Like, hey, anybody who wants to do the interior of the boat can. So let's get up here in the sky, and you can see that those trees actually kind of glow with kind of a ghostly pallor that I think is cool. And then some of the other trees have like bits of the lichen on them as well. So that's fun. I'm excited about that. I might actually come underneath here and, like, maybe there's some, maybe more torches here than we technically need. So there should be some smoke coming out of, like, yeah. Is there a hidden torch? Yep. So let's take a look at how this came out. Yeah, see, that feels interesting. And then we can head back and look at it in the distance now that we've removed those extra things. Hey, welcome, Chris Logic. Hopefully whatever is pushed you to YouTube instead of Twitch tonight is not something that changed about my graphics encoder. Ren said he would bribe somebody to do the inside of the boat while he was away. Oh, that's funny. Sammy says, ooh, the trees turned out great with that lichen. Yeah, let's go check that out again. From the skies! So now that the ground is darker, that looks even kind of more distinctive there. Like, if somebody is, like, looking at that in the distance, like, those trees sure have something weird and ghostly about them, right? So I think we nailed that. Okay. So what I might end up doing is doing some experimental higher resolution streams where I send a higher resolution stream data to YouTube than I do to Twitch, because Twitch doesn't allow transcoding for me. So I could send YouTube 4K data while I send Twitch like 1080p data, because the new card should let me encode at a higher maximum. But Twitch doesn't want me to send them more than a certain amount of data because I'm like won't sign their contract. Whereas YouTube is just like, Joe, you got 20 megabits a second of data to send us? Go ahead and throw it our way. If people want to watch it at a lower bit rate, we'll let them transcode it, right? I ordered from the manufacturer. I don't think it actually says which one I ordered though. Yeah, it just says, like, the general model. Which is good, because the manufacturer isn't paying me. Like, which manufacturers are selling things at MSRP, which models that they're selling at, or close to MSRP, and which of those models seem reasonable. So, for my use case. Once again, most people don't, like, stream VR and do video production for a living. So most people don't necessarily need this graphics card. I'm not going to come out here and be like, oh yeah, this is the perfect graphics card for every gamer. Because it's like I said last night, that's not even a label I apply to myself. I'm an artist who plays a lot of games. I'm not a gamer. So like, I don't know what a good gamer graphics card is. But for a video production professional who plays a lot of games, or a self-employed artist who can write this off as a business expense, like this is a viable office tool. Why are so many people commenting about viewership tonight? That's against the rules. Don't do that. I don't. If there are actually a very low number of viewers, that's an excuse for me to stop and restart the stream with higher graphical settings and keep experimenting. So I'm not going to say that I'm going to throw a tantrum and turn the stream off because people are complaining about low viewership a lot. But I might have a tantrum-tunity? Tantrumity? And go back in here and mess with the thing. Are people tipping via PayPal? Or actually, we haven't gotten any tips tonight. Is there something wrong with the tipping system? Or are people like, oh, if this guy can buy a new graphics card, he doesn't need money? Okay. It doesn't matter how many people are viewing. So, okay, Tantrum Tunity is appropriate. Okay, I'm going to stop and restart the stream with slightly higher graphical settings, and I want to see if it breaks anything. So be ready to refresh.